Be Quick with Mick is back with today's guest, Katie Breault from YUPRO Placement, our sponsor for this episode. Katie, thanks so much for being here. In 10 seconds or less, who are you and what does YUPRO Placement do?
Thank you for having me, Mickey. I'm Katie Breault, Chief Delivery Officer at YUPRO Placement, and we are the skills first staffing solution with talent representing a nationwide network of over 50 nonprofit training partners, including our parent company, Europe United.
That's so awesome. I'm excited to have you here. Let's get personal. What's a personal accomplishment that doesn't show up on your resume that means a lot to you?
One of my biggest accomplishments every single day is just figuring out how to get both of my kids, three and one, fed, out the door, fully dressed, clothes on the right feet, uh, and it feels like a miracle every time that we get them to school. And it doesn't show up on LinkedIn, but it taught me more about leadership than most of the jobs that I've held, around staying calm when two children are crying in a confined space of a car, and giving clear direction and adapting when somebody's melting down because their cup fell on the floor and they want their cup right now. It's really a great lesson in project management with a lot of feelings.
Absolutely can relate to that, and I'm sure so many listeners could relate to that as well. Appreciate you sharing that. Let's move on to the next question. What was your first job and what did it teach you?
My first job was such a huge failure. It was scooping ice cream, and if you have ever been in an arm wrestling match with me, you know there's nothing there. So I was 15 years old, and I was scooping ice cream with the girls' softball team. So terrible job. Couldn't scoop a scoop of ice cream to save my life. They were serving customers left and right, getting tips, and I was still working on my first scoop. But I am really good at making a milkshake because it turns out pressing a button is a lot easier than scooping ice cream. So it really taught me to lean into what you're good at, really thinking skills first. So for me, that's pushing a button, and stay out of your own way and stop comparing yourself to everybody else.
That's really good. Yeah, good lessons early in life from scooping ice cream that probably still ring true today. I appreciate you sharing that one. But now it's time to move on to a random question from our Book of Truth. Today I'm going to go with question number 371. What was the name of your first album or CD?
So my first tape cassette was New Kids on the Block. Um,
Yes.
and it was a gem. I don't even remember anymore which one it was, but it's the one that I listened to on repeat and rewind and repeat.
That's so good. Blast from the past. I think they're touring again now these days too. So bring the cassette with you. Maybe have them sign it.
Well, fun fact, when I was 13, I went to go meet Joey McIntyre in a mall, and I asked him to my semi-formal, and he let me know he was busy that day, even though I hadn't given him the date.
Yeah. That's I like that. That's a good little addition to your answer here. But now it is time to move on to our challenge round. Today it is the calendar roulette. I will give you a ridiculous sounding meeting invite and you need to guess or make up what it's actually about. First one here. All hands plus icebreaker. Bring something red.
Ah, so this tells me that we're about to have a really difficult conversation and we're trying to fun it up a little bit to get everybody relaxed. Bringing something red tells me that it's probably going to involve something theatrical. So I think this is a calendar invitation for the first rehearsal of the Scarlet Letter, the motion picture film, and half the cast is actually getting let go that day.
Oh my goodness. I love that. Katie, this was a lot of fun. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be on today's show, and thank you all for tuning in today. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Thanks, Mickey.